everybody, it's Becky. Welcome back to my channel. I have a really fun video for you guys and I'm really excited to make. And I've seen this floating around YouTube and I'm not exactly sure who started it, so I don't really know who to give credit for this idea. But I thought it was really fun and I wanted to do my own version for you guys. And it is Amazon favorites. You guys, so many of us have either Amazon Prime memberships or we just shop on Amazon even without a Prime membership. But especially if you have Prime, I feel like you get a lot of stuff from Amazon. They are a great place to find pretty much anything that you're looking for and a lot of stuff you didn't even know you needed. And having Prime is really nice because you do get the 2-day shipping. So I decided to go through my orders of the last couple years and pick out my very favorite things that I'm still loving, things that I'm still using, and things that I really wouldn't want to have a household without. And so that is what I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. Of course, I will have everything linked for you guys in the description box. So let's get into my Amazon favorites. So the first thing that I am going to share with you guys that I got from Amazon that I use pretty much every single day is my True Chef kitchen gloves. Now I actually worked with True Chef, I think it was a couple years ago. And this is one of those things that all this time later, I'm still using them and still loving them. And they are basically gloves that you wear in the kitchen to keep you from cutting yourself when you're using a knife or a peeler or grating cheese, anything like that. How many times have you like peeled your fingernail or grated your knuckles when you're grating cheese? I don't worry about that anymore with these. I even have kid sizes ones. I did a giveaway a while ago. They're like little kind of miniature size so that if your kids want to help you in the kitchen, you don't have to worry about them cutting themselves either. But these things are amazing. There's also a yellow one that you get. So the red is for meat, the green is for produce, and the yellow is kind of a multi-purpose. So I love these things. I use them every single day. And when for some reason they're all dirty at the same time and I don't have one, I'm like the most cautious peeler you've ever seen to make sure I don't peel my finger or cut my finger. So I can't imagine cooking without these things. And I love them, and I think they make great gifts as well. So I love those. I tried to break this into categories, so this is all going to be kind of home stuff in the beginning. But anyway, I've shared these with you guys before too. These are the Ollaroo Children's Flocked Hangers. You guys probably know that flocked hangers are pretty popular. They're really thin, and they do have like the velvety texture so that your clothes don't slide off. I love flocked hangers. My husband, myself, and my oldest daughter all use the adult size flocked hangers. But what the problem was with my youngest daughter, who is 8, almost 9, her clothes were too big for baby size hangers, but they were too small for adult size hangers. And I wasn't able to find a hanger that was in between a baby size hanger and an adult hanger, much less one that was flocked so that her clothes would stay on the hanger. These I found on Amazon about 2 years ago. They have completely changed our lives, and she's had them for a while, and she'll still be able to use these for quite a while longer before she ends up bumping up to the adult-sized flocked hanger. So I highly recommend these. This one has the little bow on the top. At the time when I got mine, they also had a heart pattern, and I think they had some ones that were more for boys. So I will link these. They're amazing, and if you're looking for an in-between hanger for your kids and not just a baby or an adult, definitely check these out. Another Amazon favorite is a heated blanket. This one's mine right here. This is actually a throw, not a blanket. I would like to have a blanket for the bed. That way I can keep my throw downstairs. But in the meantime, until I get a heated blanket, I basically drag my heated throw around like Linus from Charlie Brown to kind of carry it with me because I am always cold. And even when I'm not cold, I like to be warm and cozy, if that makes sense. I'm always sitting in front of a space heater. I'm always covered up. You know, all those things. I just like to be cozy, and a heated blanket, especially this time of year, is an amazing thing to have. It saves you on your electric when you don't have to turn the heat in your house up as high, and it's just so cozy to get into bed at night with a heated blanket or a heated throw and curl up. It helps you if your muscles are sore. It acts as kind of like a little heating pad. I just love my heated blanket, and when my other one broke, like I went and got this one immediately because I cannot live without my heated blanket. Okay, the next item is seriously going to change your life forever. These are garbage can bands. Now I just have them, they came in a bag. I have them on this binder ring, and then I hook this to the, there's a metal frame that holds my trash can, and I just kind of hook these from the frame. That way I always know where they are and they're always kind of together. But basically they are giant rubber bands that you hook around the top of your trash can. So once you put your trash bag in there, you hook this around the top of your trash bag So when you throw things into the trash bag is not falling down into the trash can, if that makes sense. I mean, that sounds like a dumb problem, but it's a huge annoyance whenever you would put things in the trash and then the bag falls down inside the can. So these are really nice. As you can see, they're kind of small, but they expand really large. They very rarely break. So this is only ever the second time I've repurchased these in probably 10 years. So they're just the best thing ever. They're really cheap, and they're one of those little conveniences that are small and minimal but make your life so much easier. So I really recommend getting some garbage can bans. Now the next couple things I'm going to show you, I'm just going to insert some footage because they're either mounted to something in my house or they're like kind of hard and cumbersome to bring in here. But the first thing is magnetic door stops. We have a couple of doors in our house that just constantly want to find their way closed, and it's really annoying because I like to keep them open. So we actually found some magnetic door stops at Amazon years and years ago, and basically they just replace the little one that goes on your baseboard. You take that one out and you install this one. Super simple to do, but then you put a magnetic base on the back of the door, and so once the door nears that door stop, it will automatically, attach magnetically and hold your door open. It's just such an easy thing to do to replace that little door stop that already comes in your house with one of these magnetic ones, and it makes things so much easier that you don't have doors constantly closing on you or smashing your kids' fingers because they're going to stay open. Also, another favorite, and I shared this in a video last year when I reorganized and decluttered all my makeup collection, I found these acrylic makeup organizers on Amazon. I got 2 of them for me. I got one for my daughter a little while later after that to organize all of our makeup. I know some people use them for sunglasses and different things like that, but I have 2 and it holds all my makeup perfectly. They're really easy to wipe down. It takes up very little space in my bathroom. And it just makes my life so much easier to have all of my makeup that I really truly want, where it's accessible, it's visible, and I'm using a lot more of my makeup collection now than I ever did. I've really gotten rid of what I don't want and wasn't using, and only have what I really use and love in these containers that are on my vanity in the bathroom. It just makes getting ready so much easier. And like I said, especially if you don't have a very big bathroom, you can stack them. I have mine side by side, but you can definitely stack them. They take up very little room, but they hold a lot of stuff, and I am still loving them. So if you're looking to reorganize your makeup, or if you have a teenage daughter that's kind of building her makeup collection and you want her to have a good place to keep all of her stuff, then I really recommend these acrylic makeup organizers. Okay, the next thing I have that I don't have in my hand to show you, but I will show you a picture, is the Instahanger folding wall drying rack. Basically, I have this in my closet. I have 2 of these in my living room closet. They basically are really low profile. They mount to the wall, but when you need extra hanging space, whether that be if you're ironing and you need somewhere to hang some ironing while you're doing that, or you need an extra place to hang your clothes, but you don't want to have something that's big and taking up a lot of space when you're not using it, these are perfect. And they're really, really versatile, and they're really easy to install, and they make a huge difference in adding storage space to your closet. And speaking of laundry rooms, I've talked about this little guy before. This is my little lint trash can that I keep in my laundry room on top of my dryer, and whenever I clean out the lint trap after every load, I just go ahead and put the lint right in this little trash can, and then when it's full, I will throw it away in the kitchen trash. But it's one of those things that the nearest trash can to my laundry room is the kitchen. And even though it's not that far away, it's one of those things that I was finding myself like cleaning out the lint trap and then laying the lint on top of the dryer. Or if you find something in pockets and you need some place to put it instead of laying it on the washer or the dryer, having a little trash can like this, it takes up very little space, but is very convenient, is a great thing to have. So this one actually is called the InterDesign Vanity Countertop Wastebasket. Okay, so that is all the stuff that I have in the home category. The next category is kind of the beauty and fitness category, and what I'm going to share with you first is pretty much life-changing. It's kind of like the kitchen gloves, but this is like financially life-changing. If you guys have Sonic toothbrushes, we have the Sonic hair toothbrushes, my husband and I do. If you have one of those, then you know how incredibly and ridiculously expensive the replacement brush heads are. I believe it's like $32 for 2 brush heads. That is insane. Even if you get them at Bed Bath & Beyond and you use a coupon and they have a rebate, it's still extremely expensive. So I thought there's got to be somebody out there that makes a knockoff of these that's actually just as good but way cheaper. And thankfully, I don't know why I didn't think to look at Amazon, but of course there's actually quite a few brands on Amazon that offer replacement brush heads for sonic toothbrushes that fit a variety of the different types of sonic toothbrushes that are cheaper and that actually work. So this one works with all of the Philips Sonicare E-Series brushes. All these different brushes, and you just have to read the description to see which one will work with your toothbrush. You get 6 of these replacement brush heads for $15, I believe it was, versus $31.99 or whatever it is for 2 when you get them directly from Philips or from Bed Bath & Beyond or wherever. So that's a huge savings, and so far from what I've experienced, they work just as well. I haven't had any issues with these, and it's a huge savings to be able to get them from Amazon for way cheaper than having to get them from someplace else from the actual brand. So if you guys have a sonic toothbrush, I would recommend getting on Amazon and seeing if you can find some replacement brush heads that are cheaper, because that's ridiculous, that much money for a toothbrush. Another favorite that I've gotten at Amazon, and you can get these other places too. Amazon a lot of times is cheaper, especially if somewhere like Ulta doesn't have a coupon or anything like that. This is my favorite makeup sponge. It's the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. I've used these for years, ever since I stopped using the Beauty Blender, which is a great sponge. But it's $20 per sponge, and these are like just a couple dollars, and I feel like they last just as well. I feel like they work just as well. And they're much, much cheaper. If you guys are looking for a replacement to maybe a more expensive beauty sponge or makeup sponge, or you just haven't tried putting your foundation on with a sponge, I would really recommend it. It's much better. I think it gives much better finish than using your fingers, and I actually prefer it over using a foundation brush, which is what I used to do and thought was great until I started using a sponge, and then I realized that for me, this gives me a lot better finish and coverage than a brush does. So highly recommend these. Okay, the next 2 favorites are fitness related. These actually, of course, came from Amazon. These are the Nebu Fit resistance bands. They actually come with quite a few different ones in the set. This one is the heavy band. These things are great so far. I haven't had any breaking from this brand. I've had other brands that have snapped when I was using them. Knock on wood, that has not happened yet with any of the ones from this particular brand. And I love them. I love them on their own for just a complete workout with these. I also love to use these with certain cardio moves or certain strength training moves. Maybe I'm using some free weights and doing squats or something. You definitely engage a lot more muscles when you have one of these around your, like above your knees, when you're doing squats, because not only are you getting the resistance of holding the extra weight from the strength from the weights, but you're also having to kind of hold your legs open and hold them forward, and so you're using all these tiny muscles while you're using your bigger muscles with the free weights. I just think they're amazing. A great way to add extra resistance to a strength training workout, and they're also just great to use for a really fine toning workout on their own. And so speaking of free weights, this item is something that I got years ago for Christmas, and I use them pretty much every single day. It is the Power Block Speed Block 2.4. So this is 24 pounds, but if you see these little bars here, all of these connect or disconnect so that you can go from 3 pounds, 6 pounds, 9 pounds, 15, 18, 21, or 24. So you've got all of these different weight increments at your disposal in this little bit of space. So I love these. Having these has made such a difference in my weight loss journey and my fitness journey, because I'm able to have a lot more weights at my disposal than I did normally. That take up a lot less space. I mean, you would have to have 16 dumbbells laying around to be able to replicate what you get with just one set of Power Block weights. So even though they are a little bit of an investment, like I said, I use mine every single day. They are still holding up really well and going strong. Haven't had any issues. And I feel like having more weights at your disposal really is going to help you in your fitness journey, whether you're just trying to lose weight or you just want to get in shape and be more toned or build muscle. Whatever your weight loss or your fitness goals are, I think having more weights available to you really is going to challenge you, because if the heaviest weight you have is 10 pounds, maybe you don't even know that you can do 12 or 15 or 18. You know, you're not going to know that until you have that to be able to try. Having a really good quality set of weights like this that takes up a little bit of space but offers you a wide variety of different levels of weight, I think is a great thing to have. And I love mine. Like I said, I asked for them for Christmas a few years ago, and even though it's kind of a strange Christmas gift, I love it, and it's one of the few gifts that I've ever gotten that I am still using, still loving, and it's pretty much a part of my life every single day. Okay, just 2 more things and then we'll be done. This Anchor portable charger I talked about in one of my Disney videos, and we got this to go to Disney. We had a portable charger before that was very quickly waning in its strength, and we wanted something that could charge both my husband and my cell phone at the same time, and our previous charger couldn't do that. And it's something I am using every single day right now because my phone is not holding a charge very long anymore. And I don't want to have to get a new phone. The phone is fine, it's just the battery life that's a little bit of an issue. So this has been a lifesaver for me because I'm having to charge my phone once, if not twice a day to be able to get through the day. And I'm not even on it that much. It's just anything runs it down, or playing music while I work out or anything like that. It's running it down really quickly. This is the Anchor Power Core 26800, and like I said, we took it to Disney. It was amazing. It's got 3 charging ports and it charges really, really fast. And it's great for travel. It's great if you are in the same situation as me, where if you're out with the kids and maybe your phone is dead or dying and you don't want to have to worry about not having access to your phone, then definitely something like this is a great option. And this one in particular is really good because it does charge so quickly, and it gives you so many charges from one recharging of this. A really great way to ensure that you're never going to be out somewhere and have a dead phone battery. And my last Amazon favorite, and this is something I'm going to have to get on Amazon and find another one, is my daily devotional that I just finished. It is the A Little God Time for Mothers 365 Daily Devotions. I've talked about this before in a video. I talked about it on Instagram. It is a yearly devotional. It didn't take me quite a year to finish it, I don't think, because I would sometimes read a couple a night just since they're really short, which is exactly what I wanted. Like, each one is a devotion. I really wanted something really short at nighttime to read before I went to bed, and this was perfect for that. And because it is dedicated to mothers, everything was something that is pertinent to a mom's life. You know, worrying about your kids, praying for your kids or your household, or being more patient, and things like that. All things that really were relevant to me, and I feel like they would be relevant to a lot of you guys. It would be really helpful. And I just loved it. I really enjoyed that time of the night to be able to get ready for bed, get in bed, and read a couple of these before I go to sleep. So of course I will have that link for you guys in the description box. So those are my Amazon favorites from the last year or so, the things that I am still loving after all this time, that I'm still using some things every single day. Quite a few of these things I use every single day, and they make my life so much easier or so much better. So I thought I would share it with you guys. So let me know if you have tried any of these things, or if you think any of these things might seem like something that would be helpful to you. And definitely let me know in the comments. I want to find more things to make my life easier and better. So if you have anything that you have found on Amazon that has completely changed your life, that you really love, if you wouldn't mind letting me know in the comments, that way I can see what you're using and loving, and everybody else that reads the comments can also get more ideas of some great life-changing Amazon purchases. Because, you know, Amazon is great because there is so much on there, but sometimes it's also overwhelming because there is so much on there. Also, I feel like if you guys will leave in the comments some of your favorite products, that we can get a more trustworthy idea of some great Amazon finds, and it would just help everybody out. So definitely leave those in the comments. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and make sure you turn on the notification bell for all notifications so that you don't miss out anytime I upload, which is every week, or anytime I post to the community tab. It's a really great way to communicate with you guys back and forth. So just make sure you have that all notifications turned on so that you do not miss any of that stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of this video. If you want to see 2 of my older videos, you can click the links right here. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, if you haven't already, and you definitely should, you can click right here. I upload every single week. I have some links in the description box for some of my favorite stores and products, as well as my P.O. Box address. Check out those links if you're interested in those, and I will see you guys in the next video.